Hi guys, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Phil Nash. I'm the owner and instructor with Sunco School of Real Estate here in Florida. And this has been directed at the potential broker candidates who are taking their broker exam. I want to show you a great little program which we use, which comes free with the online course. And if you are doing my course, then you already know about it. But if you're not, or you're doing a live class and it hasn't been introduced to you, I just want to show you this. It's really very good. It's very successful. We're finding that it really just gets people more prepared to take the state exam and get it passed first time, so you don't have to keep on going back. It's not too expensive. Yes, this is a sale, and I hate to say it that way, but that's what it is. Let's have a quick look at it. I'm going to be looking at the Florida Real Estate Broker Drill and Question Bank. So when you sign on to it, this is what you see. Obviously, you're not going to have all of these, just this one maybe. And when it comes up, this is what you see. Basically, what this is purely questions. That's all it is, laid out in the various chapters. And the reason I say this is a good program is because you've just done 72 hours or you're doing 72 hours. There's a huge amount of information. And if you are already a Florida sales associate, probably a lot of information you've forgotten. By the way, 75% of the questions on the broker exam basically are sales associate questions, comes from the sales associate syllabus, and they just fine tune a few subjects. But the thing is, you don't know what you don't know, or you don't know what you've forgotten until you get asked a question on it. And that's the secret, I think, of getting through these state exams, is just doing question after question after question after question. So I'm just going to click on this. Excuse me. And this is what we'll see. Let me just get rid of that. And we've got three options here. We have, I can simulate a full 100 question exam, and I can simulate a 50 question exam, or I can create my own quiz. And I think this is what I like doing the most when I start with people. We've got a database of 419 questions. That is a lot of questions, and let's see how they're broken down. So you can see there's quite a few subject areas in the Florida broker exam or course. And basically the ones that they tend to concentrate on is the Florida law and the real estate principles, getting started in real estate business sections. And we don't, unlike the sales associate exam, we don't know how many questions really come out of each section. So valuing properties, what have you. So let's go and have a quick look at some of these questions. I'm just going to go and look at a small one here, selling and listing real estate property sections here. Let's have a quick look here. If I click on these, you can see these are the different chapters that we have: brokerage, relationship and disclosure requirements, contracts, and so forth. Tell you what, let's just quickly go through just three questions. There we go. So we add to the quiz. The next thing we do, we go and see if I've been through these questions before. Do I only want to see the ones I haven't used or the ones I got incorrect? And sometimes, you get asked a question. I know that I don't need to see that question again. So just don't ask it to me. And that's what I would do. I'm going to ask all of them because we've done none of them at the moment. And you can show explanations, show the score as you go, and show the timer. I'm going to click all those three. You don't have to do it that way. And next, I can give it a name, whatever I want for future reference. Let's call it test one. Next, and we've got three questions. It's going to give us 5 minutes to go through. So let's launch the quiz. Now, obviously, three questions is not much, but this is how we do it. Excuse me. So, which is not a remedy in a breach of contract? Now, remember, when one of the chapters is what is a breach of contract? A breach of contract is when parties can't come to agreement, can't come to closing. They're not sticking to the terms they agreed to. So, the law does specify some remedies, and the first one is special assessment damages. And you have to say in your mind, what are the remedies? Okay, well, we can have mutual rescission, we can go to court, and we can also go to the court and ask for specific performance. So we've got special assessment damages, rescission on breach, liquidated damages, compensatory damages, which is not a remedy. Well, rescission is liquidated damages could be, that's when the seller gets the earnest money if the buyer pulls out. Compensatory damages is what is usually awarded in a court. But special assessment damages, never heard of that. I'm going to put that one there. If I want to see if it's correct, I'm going to click that box, and yes, it is correct. Let's go on to the next one. Statute of frauds requires which types of contract to be in writing and signed? Anything that conveys real estate, any sales or deeds or mortgages. Leases for longer than 6 months. Now remember, if it's a lease or a listing agreement, it's got to be longer than 12 months, and it needs to be in writing if you're going to actually take it to a court to be enforced. So that one's incorrect. Leases for less than 12, that's incorrect. Leases and option contracts. So it says here leases for longer than 12 months and real estate contract and so I'm going to say that's the correct answer there. Let's have a quick look. Oops, I didn't go. Let's go back. And yeah, we got it correct. Good. A broker is managing a new commercial space with 12 suites. Broker, I'm not going to really go through the questions here. This is more to show you how the program works. One of the tenants has breached that agreement. I'm not caring. What can a broker do? I'm just going to click this one and see if it's, hopefully it's wrong. Yes, it is. And then we submit. So now what we do, we see we got of the questions that we asked, we got 66.67 correct. All right. Now, if I want to go back and do this test again, I can do that. I can go and copy and make another test, or I can go and select a new test. Let me just go and select a new test here. And where were we? We were in here. I'm going to go to contracts again, add to quiz, and then we do the same thing. This time I only want to use unused questions and previously incorrect. And then down we go, and we'll click the same thing again. And there we go. And click next. And we'll give this maybe test 2 of the same chapter. It doesn't matter what we call it. Here we go. And we launch the quiz. Here it is. The broker is managing a 12 office suites. The broker's agreement with the tenants indicated the tenant is responsible for paying the leasing commission. One of the tenants breached their agreement by not paying the lease commission. What can the broker do to collect the commission? Nothing. It's illegal for the broker to place a lien on the real estate property or the parties, place a lien against the tenant's leasehold estate, place a lien against the landlord's interest in the property, place a lien against the entire property. Okay, well, if the tenant is responsible for paying the commission, I will place a lien against the tenant's leasehold estate. There you go. Check the answer. Hopefully that comes out correct. And then we submit. All right, so now of that particular test, I got 100%. And then we can carry on doing the other chapters just like this. What the great little thing we do have here is what's called a performance tracker. And my aim is to answer all of the questions and get 100% on all of them. And this is what this does. I've answered just 0.72% of the 419 questions, but I got them eventually 100% correct. And if I go back to the dashboard and look at the where we are here, when I pull up these now, I can see what units I've done and what percentage I've done. So this is a really, really very, very, very good way. And then my aim is to have 100%, 100%. When you get 100% and 100%, you can go through those questions and you don't need to check the book or what have you. Then you're ready to take the exam. So that is the question drill and question bank. It is really very, very useful. It does work very, very well, and it gives you a good idea of where your deficiency in your knowledge is and where you need to be studying to get everything up to square so you can pass that exam. And your brokers, for heaven's sake, so you can do this. Just put the time in, and then you'll be one of the whiz kids out there in Florida as a broker. Start your own business or just become a broker associate. But it's a very wise move that you're making to become a broker, and it does put you a notch above the rest of the agents, and well done for doing it. All right, so What you need to do is, if you want to sign on to this program, just have a look below on the website where this is, and you will see a link which will take you straight through to purchasing it. All right, give me a call, 941 705 6798, and good luck with everything. Thank you.